This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1159. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. It's Monday. I'm doing a quick show, and by the way, listen to yesterday's. It's about getting past the gatekeeper. It's a nice little show. Today's is one about one of those stupid resume mistakes I see happen way too often. And I hope this isn't you, but if it is, this show is something you need to pay attention to. And I also want to mention, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I just like knowing I'm helping some folks. And I also want to tell you, JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. There's curated information there that you can watch, listen to, or read. It's going to help you find work more quickly. And I'm going to be moving the site much more heavily into content about interviewing and answering tough interview questions and away from a lot of the other things. So JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Come join. You will find it helpful. And now, let's get going. This is another one of those stupid resume mistakes I see way too often that I'm offering up as part of my daily videos. Well, I sometimes do more than one, like today. But I'm offering this up as one of my videos as a way of trying to head you off from making a mistake. The stupid resume mistake I'm going to talk about today is you take a long time to get going. So the crux of your experience, the important thing for the employer, is so far down on page 1, or worse yet, doesn't show up until page 2, that number 1, applicant tracking system is going to reject your resume because they're going to question the relevance of the experience. And number 2 is, they're going to question, or an employer is being made to work harder than they need to in order to find what they want. Instead of spending a lot of time on summaries and objectives and lots of extraneous information, get to the point. Get to the point that matters to the employer. Remember, they don't want to hear what you've done. They want to hear about what you've done that matters to them. Now, if you're spamming a resume to a job ad, this is exactly the mistake that way too many people make. You're not getting that message across soon enough. And worse, as I said, the applicant tracking system, if you're applying that way, is going to reject you. Pretend it's you reading the resume. What would you want to know about your background that relates to that job? And give it to the employer fast. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.
This fall, you can go from New York to new pals on a Disney cruise.
Welcome aboard, New York!
A magical vacation to Bermuda, Canada, or the Bahamas just got a lot closer. Disney Cruise Line, sailing from New York this fall. Click the banner now for more magic.